What's up, guys? This is Team YG signing in with another deck profile featuring Eric.
What's up, dudes?
What you got for us today?
Well, I got the yellow-blue ReZero.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I heard you went 4-0, yeah?
Yeah, that was like a month ago. And after that, I haven't touched this deck afterwards because I just got Goblin Slayers. So I want to do a deck profile on this.
All right, sweet. All right, yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so let me just organize this real quick, right? So, first thing we're gonna start off with is the felt, the level 0.
All right.
So basically, what this is the mill runner. So beginning of opponent's attack phase, you just mill the top card of your deck, and if it's a character, you get to run it anywhere in the front row that's empty. Standard, run 4 of it. It's a potential plus to keep it alive for next turn.
So value.
Yep. Next, what we run is the Rem clean cut. So expensive, I don't know why.
Because it's a clean cut.
No, it's not just that. It's because so basically what it does is on play you reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a character, it gains 15 and a level. So I think that's the reason why.
Oh, pump and anti-scenario.
So it becomes a 3/5 level 1. So basically it'll dodge every bomber at level 0. And clean cut, if you guys don't know what the term is, it basically means if you reverse the character with this card, you get to rest one of your characters in your front row and move it to the back. But the cheese that some people like, so what I like to do is, say for example, or in the deck profile I'll show you later on, I'll just show you the 2 cards I like using if I see them in my hand. So yeah, so I just play 3 of this. Next what I play, people are probably gonna hate me for this, but I only run 2 of this Ricky, the overpowered Ricky. Oh, not Ricky, I'm sorry. Ricky. Yeah, I run 2 of this Ricky. So basically what this does is, on attack, you can mill the top card of your deck, and if it's a climax, you can draw 1, discard 1. And then his other skill is on play, you can pay 1, clock yourself, to salvage or to search your deck for any level 1 or lower character. The only reason why I run 2 of this is because after level 1, this card becomes completely useless. I just use this for clock fodder and for targets for the Rem level 3 that I'll show later on. And then also Ricky's always played in every deck. 3+1. So
you gotta have a Ricky.
Yep. So the next card we're gonna run is 3 of this Brainstormer. I ain't like the Beatrice because I wanted to keep it mostly Rem and Ram. So this is just a salvage Brainstormer. Pay 1, rest itself, and then for each climax you salvage.
Okay, so standard.
Yeah, standard. Run 3 of. So and then I run these 2 Amelias. Basically what this does is, on play, you can top check your deck, and if it's a character, you add it to hand and discard a card.
So draw power.
Yeah, and then hand fixture, filter.
Yeah.
And then on attack, if you have 1 or less other character, you can mill the top card of your deck, and if it's a level 0, you can put it to the back row of your stage if it's empty.
Oh, very nice.
So I just say this is a really good card to start off with also. The next card for the level 0 lineup is this Rem, Happy Gestures. Oh, not Happy Gestures, I'm sorry, I was Smiling Rem, right? You know she doesn't look like she's smiling. So first skill is she's global 500 to all characters, and then second skill is on play you mill 2 cards from your deck, and if there's a climax milled among it, you have to rest this card. Then her other skill is when you place a climax in your climax zone, you can pump a character 500 to the next end of your opponent's turn. I just use this for filtering most of the time in the global 5, you know, getting over just by a little bit, or even just meeting power. The next card the last card for the 0 lineup is this Rem, Rem and Ram. So basically, she's a 0 bomber. So if it gets reversed by level 0, it's a reverse bomber. You just reverse the character. And then her other skill, which is really good, is you can sack this character and discard 1 card to salvage any character in your waiting room. So as I was saying earlier, if you start off with this card and this card going second, the clean cut. So what you do is you attack with this first, let it die, right? You let it die, and then it will bomb the character. If you reverse it with this Happy Gestures Rem, you just rest this character again and move it to the empty slot in the back row. So then that's basically +1 the next turn. If you need a card in your waiting room, you can just use this effect to recycle.
Dang.
Which is why it's really good.
More value.
Yep. So that's it for the 0 lineup. I think that's like 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18 level 0s. Big lineup, but it's understandable. It's ReZero. And then for the level 1s now, we'll start off with the 1 combo. So first is we run this Amelia. This is probably the best combo right now. I wouldn't say otherwise. So she can only use her combo if there are 3 or more characters on your board. 3 or more other characters on your board with this climax. And what it does is on attack, you could top 4 check and add a character among them. So you can look up to 4. And then after you resolve that, she gains 1,000. So basically she becomes a 7k if you have the level 0 Rem in the back row 7-5 on attack. So that's why she's super good. Filters through your deck and takes potential pieces later on. The next card I run is this backup, the Reinhardt backup. I only run this because it's for any magic or weapon character. So it's basically just 1k, so just 2k generic. Nothing to say much there.
Sounds like a staple, yeah.
Yeah, staple. Then the next card I run is these 2 pucks. So this card's really busted. So first skill is as long as you have an Amelia, she gains 2-5 power, I believe. Yeah, 2-5 power and a level. But the downside to her, or the drawback, is that if she were to get reversed, she has to go to the bottom of the deck. But I highly doubt that'll ever happen if you have the Rem in the back and an Amelia. So that's basically 7k.
Oh, okay,
What level 1 can beat it without its combo, right? So there you go. So I run this. So it's a level 2, level 2 7k power.
I mean, standby, but you know.
Standby is garbage.
Excuse me.
Then for the last of the level 1s, we run this Amelia. There's in any ReZero build, I recommend running this, and if you're not running it, I would get it. So basically what this does, you only use it for its first effect. The second effect is garbage. Straight garbage, right? Okay. So the first skill is on play, you can look up to top 2 cards of your deck. Then you get to add any card among them. Throw the second card to the waiting room, and then discard a card afterwards. So basically just hand fixes and get you anything you need. So let's say if you top check and then like you see a climax that you need, you could just use this card to grab it, then discard whatever card you don't need in your hand. So whether if you have too much climaxes in your hand or whatnot.
So discard fodder as well.
Yeah, so for the 1 lineup, that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 level 1s. Then for the level 2 lineup, it's very small. Not that much, mostly like tech. So I run these 2 felts. Just goes with the Girl of Gale. It's not a combo, it's just like it just works together. So basically what it does is, on play, if you have 5 or less cards in your deck, you can free fresh it. And then you get to call the level 3 felt that's in your deck afterwards. And the cost is to pay 1 and discard this card from your hand. And then the felt that you summon, the level 3 felt that you summon, it gains an extra 1,000 boost for the turn. The next card we run is this Amelia. So what this does is it gives all level 3 characters in front of it plus 2k. And on play, you can draw 1, discard 1. And
nice.
Then she has a brainstorming skill. So you rest herself, pay 1. And for each climax you hit, you could target one of the rested characters in your opponent's board, and it does not stand until the next turn.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be just back row. It can be anything on the board.
Yeah, it could be anything basically. So let's say like they have a card like, for example, the level 3 Rem, and you don't want to get markers. You just use this to answer it, and then it just won't stand the next turn. They have to wait 2 turns basically. So I run that. Then I run these 2. It's basically so this is just a suicider for early plays. So it just bottom decks it if it dies against a level higher than the opponent's. And then this one is a 2/5 backup anti early play counter also. So it just sends it to the bottom of the deck also.
So everything's about this deck is bottom decking.
Yeah, the early plays. He's Bread and Ravens on his own's garbage.
Excuse me.
And the last of the level 2s I run is this, the best card in the set. Just kidding, it's too high of a cost. So basically what this does is it's a 2/5 backup also, but what this does is to rest counter. So you just target one of your opponent's standing characters and it gets rested.
Oh, money counter.
Yeah, but I think 4 cost and discard 1.
Hey man, if you can stop damage, it's lit.
Yeah, 4 cost, discard 1. So yeah, I'll take it any day. It's okay. So that's it. I think that was only like what, 2, 4, 6 level 2s. And then for the level 3s, I run 3 of this felt. So this is the one that I was saying earlier about the level 2 changing. So you change it to this card, and what it does is, if you have 3 or more magical weapon character, it gains an extra 2k, so it becomes a 10/5. If you do with the level 2 felt, it becomes an 11/5 for the turn. Then her second skill is, she has 2 on attack skills, but the second one is only once per turn. So on attack, you get to search your deck for a magic or weapon character and put it to stock. So a stock charges for free from your deck plus deck thinning. That's why it's really good. And then the other skill on attack is you can pay 2, target one of your characters in the front row, and it gains the following ability. If your opponent were to cancel, you burn 1.
Masashi?
Yeah.
Or not Masashi,
but it just cancel burn for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all it does. Really good. And I'll show you the end board combo that's optimal in my opinion. Then I run 3 of this Ram. Honestly,
Ram?
Who's Ram?
oh, you guys are dead. See, okay. So, anyways, so the waifu, right? So this is reason why ReZero is actually really good, because if this pops off, it's hard to out unless you have something like a level 3 bomber in Bang Dream, which is the Aya, if I'm correct, right? So basically, what this does is on play it heals. Then the other skill is for each marker under this, it gains 1,000. And then the third skill is if you were to reverse the character, you get to choose a magic or weapon character in your waiting room and put it under as a marker.
Wait.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is an early play.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I'm dumb.
No, you're good.
It's been a bit, okay?
I mean, you just got lost in her eyes,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
See, like I said, we don't remember her, so I don't remember her effect.
Can you remember a card that's blank, dude?
So anyway, so that's what she does. So again, early play healer, and then if you let her keep generating the markers, she becomes troublesome later on during the late game, especially at level if you
don't take care of it, it punishes you.
Yeah, especially if you start at level 2.
Okay.
Early call. Huh?
So I only run 3. Then for the last 2, I run these 2.
The
Ooh.
waifu.
So I run these 2 level 3s. So this one, what it does is on play, you can draw up to 2 and discard 1. Then the second skill is you pay 1, discard 1 on attack to mill top 5 cards of your deck, and for each climax you burn. So that's all she's good for. But she's actually really important, the optimal end board, right? So, and then this card, it's just tech, just to have it since I run the puck level 1. So on play, I actually forgot. Oh yeah, so when she's on the board, she gains 1500 power if I have 3 or more characters, and she gains the following ability. If she were to reverse the character, you can send it to memory. Then the second skill is if you also reverse the character, I can pay 2, discard 1, send her to the waiting room, and I can call this level 1 puck from the waiting room. Where the hell you at there? You get to call this level 1 puck from the waiting room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's it. Then of course we just run these climaxes, right? Right? But
You're playing 3 and 4?
so let me see.
Hold on.
Oh wait, hold up.
There
Where's the
it
fourth?
is.
There you go. There's the
There
fourth.
it is.
Right?
I was like,
Dang.
whoa,
Cheater.
you're pretty cool for playing only 7
Dang, bro,
climaxes.
this guy only plays 49 deck.
So for the optimal end board, right? So of course you want to end it with these, right? So
Makes sense, yes.
So as long as you have these, it doesn't matter where they're placed because it's just gonna do the same thing. So basically what you do is you just keep stock charging with these, so you'll get 4 stock off these 2. But the thing is that I think you need like 2 stock if I remember correctly. And what you do is, so on attack, you pay the cost to stock, or you stock charge, and then you pay the cost to do the cancel burn, and you give it to this Rem. So basically, when you cancel either her burn or her attack, they're gonna be pinging 1. So if you do it with both, she gets pinged 1 twice. And usually when both players are at level 3 already, usually this should end them. Honestly, I haven't seen anybody survive this at level 3, if they're level 3 of course. But anyways, after that, so that's it for the combo for the level 3. And then of course if you don't want to use this, you can just use this. You can just use this card instead. Then you can just do more attacks to do the puck and all that. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile, or for my deck.
Did you want to say anything else?
Who's Ram?
This is the reason why your guys' deck doesn't top.
But I don't remember your card. Wait, I do talk. I talk more than you.
Alright, I guess that's it, guys. That wraps it up. Team YG signing out.
Peace.